Welcome folks to YouTube. My name's Tom and welcome to my channel Keyboard Skills Pro, which is all about organs, pianos, keyboards, music theory and lots of tutorials, hints and tips and performance videos. If it's your first time here today, you've landed on part 3 of Beethoven's for Elise. And if you've never learnt this piece, it's a piece that everybody learns, I think, on the piano. It's one of the most, certainly the most learnt pieces on the piano. But in this 3-part series, I'm taking you through how to play not just the first bit, which is the bit that every man and his dog likes to learn, but also the second bit. And here we go now with the third bit. So the third part is the exciting bit. It's where Beethoven starts to get a little bit more what I call Beethoven-y, a bit more rumble. He gets down the bottom end, he gets into his bass and tenor areas right down here, and he gets a bit more growl coming from the piano before reprising the delicate final part of For Elise. So we've been trotting along. Look, here we come through the music, and we've just done all our repeats, and we talk about this in part 2. This is part 3, don't forget, of this video series on For Elise. Now, off the pedal hit. Now, I've heard people do this with the pedal. I've heard people do it without the pedal. We obviously don't really know how Beethoven intended it. We have scores, but the thing about writing down music is it's just a version of that composer's piece. We don't know how Beethoven intended this piece to be played. We don't know what it sounded like when he played it. We don't have any record of it except his score. So I always feel things are open to interpretation, and by all means do that. So I quite like to use the pedal in this section. Some of you might be going, no, don't use the pedal, comment. Well, that's fine. If you want to comment and say that, I'm always happy to have a debate. But it's all about experimenting. So try it without the pedal, try it with the pedal, and see what you like best. So here we go. A minor walk in, and then here we go. Now, you can do this with one finger. If you can do that, 3, 2, 1, look, I'm cycling, going around in a circle. Why am I doing this? Well, it gets a clean, the weight of the key, look, comes back, and I get a clean sound every time. Okay, so we come in with the A note, 1 and 2 and 3, and just come off the note nice and quick. Now this chord here, look, ooh, that's good, isn't it? Big diminished chord. And then 1 and 2 and 3, and then just walk up to D minor. Now at the end here we've got 2 quick notes, but they're not actually quick because they're just the third beat in its 2 halves, again with these 2 A notes, look, C sharp, E, D and F. And then keep those 2, look, add the G sharp for this chord, and then finish on A. Okay, so that's your first few bars, okay? So we're coming in on the A, diminished chord there to D minor, C sharp and E, D and F, add the G sharp, and again at the end the same chord up, the G sharp will affect that G, and then that goes in, so it's walking in to the A, everything walks together. Now listen to what happens if I put a little bit of pedal on it. That makes it a little bit richer in some ways, but make sure you pedal on every time the right hand plays. That's a good technique. Pedal, pedal, pedal. Okay, so you can explore that. If you're in a really big room with lots of echo, you probably won't need much pedal at all. But again, explore it, try it out, see what you come up with. Okay, now that A, look, then adds to it a D, and this is what I'm talking about, this rumble of the Beethoven. This big fifth, look, down the bottom here. Goes with my D minor chord, 1 and 2 and then I'm just going to walk down. Now these are actually, this is interesting pairing of intervals here, look, fifths and sixes. It actually is just a D minor chord with an octave of D on the top, but makes a nice sound. Dying away a little bit here, 1 and 2 and walk down, keep that interval the same, look. Now here we need this little chord, it's a diminished chord, so we put this D sharp on the bottom. Very interesting interval that, very interesting interval, diminished fifth, augmented fourth. And then we're going to play C and A with the last two. And then a nice little E and A, so that's walking up, look, through there. Good thing Beethoven didn't live a couple hundred years before. We would have got into a lot of trouble using that interval, the devil interval. And here we go then, so we're going to finish off with E and A, C, A, look, A minor, look, 1 and then E and C, 2 and drop the A to the G sharp. Listen to this. See that what I mean? That sort of Beethoven, I call it a rumble. It's that kind of gritty sound. It's almost too deep, but he gets away with it. 3 and then a bottom A with A. And then back to there. Okay, so you're sort of diminishing there as you go through it. So let's take a look at that passage again. So here we go. So we're coming in nice and quiet. And 1 and 2 and 3 and building. So you want to sort of get the volume going there. Down. Toward dying away. A. So octave look. Bring your fingers up. Build. All the same, except this time we don't have our chord look. We just have the two notes, D and F, there with the A, just a nice D minor chord. And then going up to B flat, this is the incredible thing about chords and bass. As soon as you go to B flat, it creates a B flat major chord. And then we go to G and E flat for E flat major. Walk down, look, the sixes again. F and D. And then E flat and C, landing on a B flat chord. D minor with a B flat in the bass, okay, which is B flat major 7 to those who like chords. Diminished. Look at that, look. So look at that chord there. Okay, just turn it in. That's all it is. It looks very different there, doesn't it? It's just a G sharp with a B natural. Same again. A minor on a C. And then E7. Now make those chords a bit shorter because you've had a lot of sound there. Lift. And then we're into our fast run, which we'll take a look at in just a few moments. So here we go, leading in. Okay. Down to the D minor. Build. Off the pedal, if you're using it. And then we do this bit. Okay, that's a lot of fun, this bit. People look at this bit and they go, oh my word, how am I ever going to play that? So many notes. I'd say when you break things down, you look at it and you go, oh, it's so simple. It really is. And you think, oh, silly myself. Didn't think it was going to be that easy. So what are we doing here? It looks hard, but let me slow that down for you. I want you to tell me what you think it is. Now, if you're screaming at the screen, broken chords, arpeggios, scales, you're quite right. It's broken chords, arpeggios, whatever you want to term them. And we start off here, look, with this soft chord, and then go down to A, just below middle C. Now, what you've got to do is go 1, 2, 3. They're all triplets, 1 under, 2 under, 3 under. 3 to the beat. So we're going to go 1 and a. Now, try not to lift up here if you can help it. It just helps, even though you're using the pedal, it just helps to tuck under. Yeah, that nice smooth sound up. So it's 1 A minor chord, followed by another A minor chord, and then we walk down from the second chord, and then we play it again, double octave, walk down, And then look, it's not here, it's here because of the... By the way, if you're wondering why I'm holding the pedal down, that's because that's what we do in the music. It just sounds a little bit mushy because we're doing it slowly here. And then up again. And then we'll talk about this other part in a second. So how many times do we play that? We play it 3 times. 1 and 2 and walk it down. 1 and 2 and where you finish is the start. Top E, look, on the piano. And then we go into the B flat for the chromatic run. Now, underneath that, there are some chords. Well, as we're playing A minor, look. Of course, we're going to play A minor chord. So it's really simple. Once you've played your low A on the piano, bring your hand up to the middle C A minor chord, and you've got 2 beats before you get there. So it's 1 and 2 and, but you don't stay down the bottom. Look, 1 and move your hand. Play it again. Again, 3rd beat and 1st beat. And then lift it up before the chromatic run. I'm going to talk to you about that once again in just a few moments. So this is how it sounds a little bit more faster, a little faster here. Okay, so A minors, scales, A minors, scales, A minors, scales. Okay, and just look, bottom A, 2 octaves up, straight to your A minor chord right there. So comparatively simple. I bet you're sitting there thinking, ha, that's quite easy now I think about it. And it is. Nothing complicated at all. Leading in. Now, this bit is not this. Don't do that. It's not a run of chromatic semiquavers, okay? It is triplets. You must keep them together when you come off the run, off the pedal. As soon as you hit that B flat, and just hold it down for the first one, it's chromatic, but it's got to be sounding in threes. Pineapple, 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 then evenly. So if you know how to play a chromatic scale, great. If you don't, work out how to do it, get your scale book out, a video. It's a chromatic scale. So as I come down, look, I'm going to finish on that B. My thumb on the B. 4, 3, 3s and 1s. But notice, look, I'm timing it. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and then we go in time. And then it's the first bit again. Yay! So really nice, that passage. Let's finish off by just playing that 3rd passage again, leading in. Build, put a bit of body into the chords. Die, away, a bit quieter. Crescendo. Chord. Now this is very soft. Down, under, no pedal. Put 1 extra in there, I think. There we go. The 3rd part all repeats all the way through with the double octaves, and that's just the same as the first bit, so we won't go through that now. But 3 videos there, everybody, taking you through for Elise. Have an experiment with it. Try those pedals out. Try different tempos, volumes. Make it your own piece. Thanks ever so much for watching, everybody. It's always great fun when you join me here on my YouTube channel. And if you'd like to hit that subscribe button, please do. There's also a little bell there if you want to ring the bell. That means every time you get a new video uploaded here to the channel, you get a little notification on your device, or via email, I think, as well. And if you'd like to support what I do here, obviously all this stuff I do is for free. I give you my professional, my time, my knowledge, and of course that does cost money. I have to invest in cameras, software, there's lighting, lots of different things. and of course my time. So if you've enjoyed these lessons and you'd like to support me, visit patreon.com, and for each month you can subscribe with a monthly pledge, and that helps me with the video production. But also you get the chance to get bonus PDFs and extra goodies as well, so do take a look at that. In the meantime, enjoy your piano playing, enjoy learning for Elise, check out parts 1 and part 2. This is part 3. My name's Tom Horton, and I'll see you soon here on Keyboard Skills Pro.